Hello everyone, welcome to the 20,000 Q&A. So basically this is a Q&A for the 20k sort of celebration. Basically the way this is going to work is I'm going to ask every builder separately the questions. And so you might hear me like repeat little things here or there. That's just because I was asking these things not in a group conversation, but rather individually. Now you're also going to hear all of them answer the question. You'll see a little slide pop up with the question and the person who asked the question, as well as the date that it was answered. Some of them I can't have that date just because of the way it was asked, but you'll get the idea. Right now you're seeing a sort of pre-recorded Skywars montage thing. It's basically just a few games of Skywars to sort of fill the space. That should be it. If there's any inconsistencies between the answers, it's probably because of builders just answering on their own. If you want to know any sort of team answers of things that are a little more important, like channel things, just pay attention to Preston or I's answers, and you'll usually get a pretty accurate answer as to what's going to happen. But things are subject to change, so, you know, anything's possible. Before it starts, I would like to say thank you to all of you for 20,000. This is really cool. And I'll let the Q&A start now. So let's put up the first slide.
No. Please, no.
Agreed.
Unless it gets commissioned. If it gets commissioned, maybe.
That's true.
I mean, I don't really have an answer. I mean, yes, I'd like to do it, and yes, I'd be up for it, but, you know.
Nathan, you can answer that one.
The answer is no. Oh.
No, we are, I'm not at least, and maybe I'll build the maze. I mean, we have Big Thunder Mountain in the
Okay, Preston.
No. I don't think so personally. We've kind of done two already, so I think the series has already ended on a high note.
Yeah.
Maybe not on YouTube, but Minecraft, I feel like we're pretty good, so. But I didn't think we'd get to 20,000 subs on YouTube.
Yeah, me
This
neither.
quickly, at least.
Yeah.
But who knows how far we'll get from here.
I hope we'll grow.
I do too.
And I suppose really I joined at an awkward time for that, because you just reached 10k, I think, around the same week, actually, as you reached 10k. And so I never really felt like it was a small thing right from the start, I guess. It was always quite a, ooh, lots of people, that sort of reaction.
So it was always more like, oh, this already is a big thing.
Yeah, I never really. I mean, it's great that we've, you know, it's gone this far, and no, I never necessarily knew it was coming, but it was already on that sort of track, if you know what I mean. It was already a decent sized thing when I joined.
Yeah.
Heck no. Nathan, you know this, for about 1 year, I only had like less than 100 subs and I kept on making videos on YouTube. I did not ever think I was going to get anywhere. I mean, I was just praying to get one person to come onto my server before all this happened, so yeah, this is a huge change.
Well, not on YouTube.
Not at all. When I first started, I was just building simple boxes, and I never thought I would get so far.
I don't think I made it that far.
Referring to the team.
Oh! I'm like, I'm still pretty pathetically basic, so. Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
We're cool.
Oh.
As a team, can't think of anything, but personally, there's quite a few maps I've always wanted to make. I've like started on them, but I've never finished them.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a couple that are like almost done, but hopefully they'll be released sometime in the future.
Yeah. I have pretty much the same answer. There's just some projects that I've always wanted to pursue, but either they've never gotten far or I just haven't never started on them.
Yeah, I always have problems with either procrastinating or just like losing interest.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, this is going to be a very me answer. I can't,
That's fine.
I mean, as co-obsessor of all things Disney and theme parks, I mean, I'd have to hope for something like that in the future. Hint, hint.
Oh.
Um,
When's that targeted?
You.
Something that I've wanted to build would be an Alice in Wonderland themed map, because I don't know, I think that we'd be able to do a lot of stuff with that building wise, a lot of interesting ideas, a lot of weirdness. I enjoy weird.
Yes, I'm aware.
I mean, I am weird.
Yes.
Wow, insulting me in my own thing. Wow.
Only
feel
true
great.
friends do.
So without the Redstone genius,
Yeah.
you mean?
Yeah.
Without the excellence in command block manufacturing that basically ties together most of the projects that would ever be built.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sentimental here and say nowhere. I think that's a nice way to put that. Or at least very, caveman sort of map making, because I know for a fact that no one else on the team really has any understanding of what redstone or command blocks do.
Hey, I made up Mesa Valley 1 all by myself.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I said caveman level.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. You did great, really.
Okay.
If we didn't have Jazz Panda, oh gosh, that would be a real pain in the tushy. Basically,
We would have no map making ability.
yeah, we'd have to deal with the redstone from Mesa Valley 1. Nathan, no offense. Next question before I get killed, please.
You're the second person to diss my redstone in Mesa Valley 1.
That's me.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Very.
Very
Should
hard,
say
yes. Yes, it would be very hard.
If you looked at Nathan's redstone in Mesa Valley 1, you would know why.
Okay. Aaron, Preston, and now you have all dissed my Mesa Valley 1 redstone with this question.
It worked-ish.
Very hard, because I mean, he does all that stuff.
For our maps and such.
Yeah, like all the fancy stuff,
Yeah.
all the complicated stuff.
The commands and all that.
Yeah.
Extremely hard. I don't know how I would even exist without the panda. I don't know how I would have a skin.
You wouldn't even, be in existence.
Exactly.
Ah. Oh, nice comment there at the end. I like that. Funniest moment.
We have a lot of funny moments.
Oh no, I know. That's.
None of them were ever shown on camera, though.
No, that's the issue. I think the funniest moments were
Just
after the record button stopped.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh. See, this is difficult because it sounds like I'm struggling to think of one, but just
You have one?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that actually is funny.
Oh.
I mean, I know we've had, there's loads of funny moments I can think of, but they're all really random inside jokes. Ah. I don't know.
Oh. Honestly, just when we talk, we usually end up laughing and
We do.
having funny moments.
And that's the issue. You it's just someone will say something or something will happen, and there's loads of inside jokes that are just continuously rolling,
Yeah.
and they're so funny at the time, but they would not be funny to anyone else.
No.
Probably when I first joined and Jasper tricked me into thinking he was P-Dog Wolf and said there could only be one panda.
I forgot about that.
I don't build, for one. There's your answer.
For me, I've always been involved in like creative, like sandbox games, where you can build whatever you want. So I just sort of took to it naturally.
So I think I was about 3 to 4 years ago now. I've been playing this game for quite a long time, but some of my IRL friends actually showed me this server that they played on. I won't mention the name because I'm not sure what happened there, but it was a creative server, and it was the first time I'd ever really seen anything like that. And even though back then, obviously, builds were quite... I want to use the word caveman again. I mean, at the time I was a really new player, and seeing all these amazing like creative builds and like giant cities and all that sort of stuff, it really sort of kicked me off, because I've always been a sort of buildy sort of... I mean, I used to play a lot of games like Roller Coaster Tycoon and SimCity, and I used to join forums and see what other people had built, and always pushed myself to like push the limits of what I could do in terms of how they looked. I think that transferred over, and from that first server I kind of like built and was inspired to create and share and show off my projects to other people.
What inspired me to start building was a YouTuber named Madness64, who actually just recently made a video after like taking a hiatus for like, I think almost a year. It's crazy, like 10 months. But I initially watched his videos when I first started playing Minecraft, and he sort of inspired me in order to try to get better with builds. And he's the reason that I kind of got into the entire like idea. And then also then one day you're like, hey, you're on a build team, and I'm like, oh, better get good. Oh gosh. And then you set your expectations really high for me.
Because I know that you're talented.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Well, you see, 3 years ago, I won this game. Here I am.
I see.
It was mainly that when I first started Minecraft, my brothers and I were just building simple things, and that buildings weren't really different from each other. So I decided that I would try to design buildings for ourselves, have different opportunities and structures to live in and play with in survival.
What inspired me to build was watching Joey and Stacy fail at Minecraft, and I just knew I had to do better, and I just did.
Blue. As stereotypical as that is.
Yeah, my
But
favorite
like,
color is
not,
blue as
I
well.
like more of a lighter navy blue, or
Mhm.
like a gray blue, like not a deep dark blue or like a baby blue, but like a
Like your shirt.
yeah, like a little bit brighter, but
Mhm.
yeah, around the same. Well, it's a long-ish story, but I'll short it. I've always liked mechanics, and like I love opening things up, seeing how it works. And so when I saw redstone, I thought it was the coolest thing to like make these mechanisms, and I just fell in love with it, and it was so fun. And I started just playing around with stuff and looking up stuff, and then I applied to the build team, and that's really when it kicked in. Like when I had to start doing all these redstone things for maps, it all kicked in, and then I learned a lot of stuff, and that's basically where it started. We don't want to have too many builders. We usually max it around 10.
Mm-hmm. The most
Because
we've
we-
ever had is 10. We usually
Yeah.
top it out at then.
Right now we're at 8, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So if there was a really good builder, we'd probably accept them.
Yeah.
But we're not really looking for any right now because we don't really have any big projects.
Mm-mm.
But we're open to meeting new people, making new friends. So
Yeah.
I mean, I've always wanted to build, like, once again going into this tangent, Disney Sea,
Mm-hmm.
and I have twice now.
Really?
They didn't. I never completed it both times.
Oh.
I also, I mean, other Disney parks and too, but I mean, I'm in the process of doing them.
The rest of my Disney obsession, blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, Nathan.
I don't have dreams. That. Oh, I should build a Bath and Body Works. Oh,
A giant donut.
Oh, goals.
A castle.
I always wanted a bakery. If you didn't know, I love baking, and
Uh-huh.
having my own bakery is just, well, in Minecraft, not in real life, but I've always wanted to have a bakery. Though I did make a frozen yogurt shop. I loved that frozen yogurt shop.
Oh, that's right. Oh, memories. These are
Yeah.
all builds, by the way. None of this is real life stuff.
Yeah, definitely not. I wish I owned a frozen yogurt shop.
That'd be amazing. I've always had high ambitions with my train mega builds, like with what I do with those.
We all know.
Yes. But something I've been planning for a little bit now, and I've been contemplating, is building a replica of the Golden Spike ceremony. The answer is yes. We will be playing more minigames, party games, and the like in the near future. And the reason for that is because we are hopefully opening a public server soon where we'll be able to play our own minigames and such. And Aaron actually has a little bit more insight into some behind the scenes stuff, which you want to talk about that?
Oh, you're really opening that up to me. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. How do I talk about that?
Well, okay.
Yeah, that...
So there's this little partnership going on down behind the scenes that you'll see rather blatantly in the actual server between what's your server called, Aaron?
Hyperion Parks,
Yeah.
mc.hyperionparks.com if you want to know.
Basically, we are partnering with their server and creating a sort of sister server system where we each promote each other, and in return we help each other with promotion and development.
Yes, basically.
So go check out Hyperion.
Couldn't have said that better myself.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
No, it's fine. I had no idea where I was going with it, so, you know. Wait, what?
Cats or dogs?
Well, I have 2 cats. Well, I have more than 2. Well, no, my family is very much cat-based.
Mm-hmm.
Although, funny story that I might actually be allergic to cat fur.
What?
Yeah. That's a
Isn't
minor
that problematic?
No, not really. I
You're
mean,
sure?
sure. Yeah, I mean, as long as I brush off the fur, I don't seem to get any reactions. But yes, I have a lot of cats throughout my family with various people, and I actually have 2 in my room right now. So, cats.
You evil person.
I'm sorry.
My opinion on you has changed, Aaron.
You also has my opinion on you, so.
Dogs.
dogs. No question.
Oh, dogs.
Dogs. And to be specific, corgis.
Yeah, corgis
I have a
like
corgi.
rule all, and I envy you for that.
Just FYI, I like trains too.
Yeah. I don't know. Why do some people like cars so much? It's just
Amen.
something that I've grown attached to. So that is the last of the questions. I hope you've enjoyed watching this little background footage. This isn't actually live right now, just so you know. This is complete filler footage. And you've just been hearing all the audio of the members answering the questions over it, in case you're wondering. We're not all in the same call right now.
Yeah. Sadly, we couldn't do that.
Yeah, there's too many time zones and stuff
Yeah.
to organize it all, so we all had to record separately. Josh and I right here now, though. This is us talking the conversation. We're the only two members that you're going to hear where the entire video was us talking to each other.
Yeah.
The other members, it was just me asking them questions in clips and such. So keep an eye out for any sort of little editing mishaps that may happen where I say the same thing twice. Because
Where half the audio gets cut off.
yeah, that's probably why, just so you know. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and thank you again so much for 20,000 subscribers.
Yep.
You guys are awesome. And any last words, Panda, as always?
Ciao.
Alright, bye-bye.